And we are live.
Oh, we're live?
Yes, sir.
I didn't. All cameras are on?
Yep.
Focus.
Alright.
Wow. Hi.
Alright, we are live.
So, how's everybody doing?
We're doing good.
Yes.
Just want to say welcome to the Slumdogs podcast. We have a guest today.
What's my name?
Brenda. Brenda is her name.
Wow. I'm a little offended, but
I'm kidding. Her name is Brenda. Just Uli Barria. Just Mary.
No.
Alcaraz, yeah.
Wow, well, I guess.
I got the right, so. Yeah.
No, you didn't even get the order right.
Well,
Okay,
yeah. Oh, this is a McDonald's,
let's just
okay,
leave
so.
There. Brenda. Hi.
This is Brenda.
She's our friend from middle school.
Apparently, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Middle school reunion.
Yeah.
Right?
For like a lifetime ago.
A
Pretty much.
lifetime.
Yeah.
How long was middle school, bro? Like ago? No, I mean
Like
3 years. No, like ago.
Wow.
No, it was like
7, 6.
7?
Yeah.
When it started, maybe. No, it was more, no? Because in 6th grade we were like 11 or 12.
Yeah.
So it's like what?
We were like, yeah.
Yeah.
9 years ago?
Was that 9 years ago when we started 6th grade?
Yeah, I think so.
And then 8th grade graduation promotion was what? Like
6 years
Oh my
ago.
gosh.
See, you know?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Fuck. I promoted surprisingly.
Me too. And then some girl wore the same dress as me.
Yeah.
Even though I told her what dress I was gonna wear before.
I was
and
like,
she was first to walk,
yeah.
so I was like, okay.
I was like walking down the aisle. They're like, "Damn,
The
you
aisle?
promoted?" Or not the aisle. What do you call it? The fucking
You're married?
the runway.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was walking
The
down
red carpet,
The
Daddy.
red carpet. And they're like, "Daniel, you promoted?"
You're like, I don't know.
I was like, "I guess I did." Bro.
I was like, Dr. Euler went to shake my hand. I just dapped him up.
Wow.
Remember when we had to like perform for them, right?
Yeah.
We
They're
did.
Like, yeah. Remember it's like
It's gonna be a good day.
Ain't nobody gonna die today. Cause ain't nobody gonna die today.
Wow.
Save that drum for another day. Hey,
It's
it's
gonna
gonna
be.
have a good.
We had like a stupid little dance and stuff. Yeah.
I don't remember that. Wow.
Yeah, dude,
now I do
didn't we
now.
have like the same class? Miss Martinez for history.
yeah.
You were in there.
I remember that.
Oh yeah, she remembers that.
That's funny.
That was crazy.
Wow.
I know Carlos like went up twice.
Did he?
Yeah, like because we had to hand him the packets and they would read it, like all our accomplishments and stuff.
Uh-huh.
So like when he went to sit back down, he just stood up and like went twice.
Shit.
Fucking legend. But yeah, he retired that year, didn't he?
Dr. Euler, yeah.
And they said they were gonna get like an electric marquee for like the school, you know,
Yeah.
and they never did that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's
It's still like that.
Well, that's bull. Cause I mean, the district is dumb as fuck. I'm probably gonna lose my job anyways. So it's like, if they get an electric marquee and they let me go, like, I'm gonna be very mad. Good shit
Wow.
though. I got in trouble hella times in middle
Yeah?
school. Yeah, I was always bad in middle school.
I got in trouble for not the right reasons. Like, I got in, like, falsely accused in trouble.
Damn.
No, I believe that.
What
I
happened?
believe
Mr.
that.
Cardenas? Oh, Mr. Cardenas.
He's a homie. What do you do?
What do you mean? Okay, one time his wife went in there and, like, to give him coffee in the morning. And, like, he went like this and she, like...
Jeez. Holy shit.
And I was like, I was like, someone call 911. No, but one time we had a sub and then some kids were fooling around. Chris was fooling around and the sub put my name down. And so when Mr. Cardenas came in the next day, he was like yelling at me outside.
Damn.
So I was crying. I was like, oh, hell no.
Aw.
Yeah. Trauma right there.
I got in trouble for smoking at school.
So
Wow.
It was worth it.
smoking cigarettes?
Yeah. Just all bad and shit. Hella bad kids.
I got in trouble for like I hit a kid like in the arm and he started crying and he got me in trouble. Yeah.
What the
I
fuck?
want to say who it was, but like that'd be.
Damn, I'm exposing everyone. Please blur that out. Blur their names out.
Yeah, we couldn't take it out, but like, yeah, and then I got suspended because like we had like this. Remember the C train in the field?
Yeah.
Yeah, we like my cousin Luis and this other kid named Luis like went bodies. And I was like there recording with my DS. I got in trouble. Yeah, it was all bad.
That's such a middle school thing to do.
Dude, you guys remember Miss Bridge?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mama Bridge.
Oh my gosh,
What?
I have some tea
Mommy
on
Bridge? What
Yeah,
the
that's what
fuck?
they would
No.
call her.
Oh, yeah, I know, huh? You would.
Wow.
But she was
Mr.
alright.
Grace.
Mr. Grace.
Dude, I just remembered that the other day.
I
Mr.
never
Grace
had him.
Shaved his legs and like he would put his like we were sitting here on this, he would put his leg on here. Like, dude.
I've heard good
shit.
things about him and I've heard bad things about him, so I don't know.
I think he went underappreciated, man. I think as
Yeah?
12-year-olds, we were trying to be all cool. Like, who's this guy? But, like, looking back, he was making an effort. He was trying to be cool.
No, that's good, that's good.
Remember, did you have him for 6th grade?
Yeah.
The singing science songs?
Yeah. I still remember my fucking sing science song. Ready? Are you ready for this?
Yes, please.
So I did, what was it? It was super bass, duh.
Oh my-
But I had to do, it was a remix,
Yeah.
so it starts. I'm not gonna do that.
What is it, like science stuff?
Yeah, we had to
It's like,
replace the lyrics.
this one is for the soil underground. It's a darker something, like a whole science shit. And like we performed it. Oh my gosh.
This one's for the
That
soul.
was like the OG TikTok dance right there that I did on that. I still have it, I'm pretty sure.
You guys,
The video.
You guys got to write like song parodies then, or what?
Yeah,
He
he
recorded
recorded it.
Oh, that's
And
cool
we
as
have
fuck.
a CD. Yeah, it was pretty, like, he
A
did
CD.
some.
So you guys were in
Yeah.
the studio.
Yeah.
You check it.
He, like, did, like, the master mix on
Yeah.
it.
It was legit.
Yeah, I Need a Doctor by Dr. Dre and Eminem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for what was? But for what?
I don't even remember, but, like, I was like, yeah, elasticity. And I was, like, all rapping. Oh, my God.
Damn, that would have been cool as fuck. Cause that's like what I used to do like on my free time, anyways. Hold up.
Yeah.
So it's not distracting.
Mm.
So I put it back in my mouth.
With the paper.
That was interesting.
Yeah.
I hit this one girl in the face with a paper ball.
Oh,
Remember that?
I remember.
That was so dumb, and I got suspended for that. Because I came up with this idea. Because I know a lot of kids in middle school did this, but I'd get a paper ball, just crumble it up, then put another one over it, then you put another one on the opposite way.
Mhm.
Next thing you know, you start throwing all your scrap sheets, and it becomes a big-ass ball, and that's what happened. So I had a big-asshole just paper ball. We were fucking around with it at lunch, and I was like, Leo, go far. And I was like, boom, I just throw it, and some girl's like, boom, right in the face. Boom, boom.
Like when you get hit with that soccer ball that has like
The patches.
yeah.
Yeah, and then I was
remember-
like, fuck, I took off my sweater.
Yeah,
and I ran.
I saw her get hit, and then I looked to the right, and you were already in the field. You booked it. Yeah, man.
And then they caught me. And then the vice principal, she was hella mad at me and
Mr.
stuff.
Vino?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
don't name drop though, right?
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't matter
Sorry.
though. But regardless, like, yeah, she got all mad at me and stuff because I was already like on contract or some shit. And then she was like hella mad. She's like, "What's in this thing anyway?" She gets like scissors. She like tries to stab it open and she cuts herself.
Damn.
And she got even more mad. It's like, fuck. Then my mom had to come and stuff. She was originally gonna suspend me for 5 days and put me on the other contract.
The cop one, right? Because like the first one was for like the district, and the second one was for the police.
It's site contract and then it's district contract.
Oh, okay.
And I was gonna get put on a district with a 5-day suspension. So I was like, but then she was like, no, she cut it down. I think I only served 1 day in-house suspension, which is pretty much just labor. I had to work with Mr. Gonzalez.
Yeah. I don't want to see this.
Which is ironic because that's what I do now anyway.
I see him all the time. He picks up his nephews, or no, not nephews, grandkids.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I'm like,
Is he still a custodian?
No.
I don't
No?
know. I think he's
I don't think
retired.
so. Oh,
Yeah,
good for
no.
him. If he retired.
And he was cool.
Yeah.
Dang, the PE teachers.
Yeah.
All the PE teachers are like fat white women with like fake hair.
Wasn't there a rumor that one of them was like a lesbian? And
Yeah,
like,
I think that was a thing.
was it true?
Yeah, I think so.
And like she was in the locker rooms and like the girls were like, oh, like it was
I
just like
didn't
a
know.
big
I mean,
deal.
you
didn't
don't
know
have to
about
tell
that.
me. But.
Well, I know, but it was just like a thing, a controversial thing in the locker rooms, I guess. I was like, dude, just change. Like, it's not.
What's she gonna do?
No. That's crazy.
She was my health teacher.
Your health?
That class, I remember about that class. Health? Did you have health?
Yeah, but we took that like in 8th grade, no?
Yeah.
Or 7th?
It was 7th. No.
I think you took it if you took, because you had to switch between that one
Yeah.
and tech with
And-
Mr. Donaldson.
Right.
So one semester you did tech and one semester you did health.
Yeah, that's what I did.
So, yeah. The videos that she would put, like
So
the kids
cool.
dying, and then narrating it.
Oh my gosh.
Car
There,
crash.
I
yeah.
remember, like, in the video, like, this kid, like, went up to a vending machine. He's like, I haven't eaten from all the 5 main food groups. All the kids like, oh my god.
No, but the drug one's a little like black boy like overdosed on weed from like he was like smoking it from the bathroom, like trying to shower, but he just collapsed. So I was like, oh.
What's the one like the girl? She's like, she just opens like the cabinet and there's like hella pills. She just like takes hella. She's like, she like passes out on her bed.
She's like, oh.
Yeah, that was.
It's funny because there was this one. It's about like health food and stuff. And the kid, you know, it's like the end of the episode, and the kid's like, "Dang, I want to eat healthy now." And then like he's talking to his mom, and he's like, "Hey mom, I was wondering, you know, next time you go to the grocery store, can you get like some more healthy stuff? For example, yogurt, fruit, you know, bananas, and I like to eat like nuts too. Yeah, you know, like macadamias, almonds, cashews." And we're like, "What? We're like, what the fuck?"
Oh
Did you
my
remember
god, I remember that.
She's like, cashew? And we're like, what the fuck? We forgot the rest of the video. That's the one thing we focus on. We're like, well, who the fuck says cashew? It's
I
cashew.
remember that. Dang.
Cashew.
That's hilarious.
Those were the days.
They were the days.
Take me back. No, don't take me back.
Honestly,
Actually, yeah.
middle school was a little better than high school in some senses. I felt it was more like of a, like we were more like everybody
United.
knows everybody. You're right, right. And then high school, it was just more like, at
Clicky.
first it was a little
Yeah,
underwhelming.
clicky. We splintered
Like,
off.
yeah,
Right,
we really
right.
did, yeah.
Yeah, but that was like before there were like the kids in the quad and then the weird kids in the drama department.
But like when we came into high school, like we made a statement because I guess nobody else would hang out outside of the freshman lockers. But when we came in, like we'd hang out everywhere.
Yeah,
You'd see like
yeah.
freshmen everywhere.
I felt that, you know.
I was like,
I felt it was a little underwhelming at first because I thought like when you enter high school there's like a whole world, you know, and there's all sorts of cliques and like adventures
the
and all sorts
classics,
of
Mean
shit.
Girls, like.
But then in reality it's just more like more kids.
It's more the same.
Right, so it's like, oh okay.
Drama.
But then looking back at it, I was like, no, high school it finds a way to live up to it. You know,
Yeah,
whether it's
that's
good or bad,
true,
it
that's
finds
true.
it gets to you.
Like in the moment, it's just like day to
Yeah.
day, but when you look back, you like.
It's like,
have
oh,
a bunch
shit,
of-
that
Like, we
happened.
were wild.
Yeah, I remember I worked at KFC.
Yeah.
I've never gone to KFC. Fun fact.
Fun fact.
I think you're better off, man.
I've
Yeah.
never had KFC.
I mean, it's alright if you're hungry.
Yeah.
Okay, good to know.
Damn, it's crazy, you know, looking back on this though. Like I didn't even talk to you like during high school a whole lot.
No.
No,
What happened, man?
I don't know. We just had different
We
classes.
changed.
We changed.
True.
They changed us. We didn't ask to be.
Dude,
Bro.
on my blog theme song starts playing. Dude, I have it right. I downloaded that song.
Don't play it.
Don't play it. Copyright. Okay, yeah, true.
No, just don't play. I mean,
Whatever,
I don't
no.
know about on my blog because it's like
It's
it's
cringy.
entertaining, but it's cringe because it's like that's not how people in the hood talk. Like that's
Exactly.
not how it is. Like the first opening scene, they're at a party, then they hear gunshots and they're running down the street. Hey, what do you think that is? 38? No, I think it's a 44. Then they hear it again. No, it's a 45. Ha ha. Bro, people don't do that shit. Like
That's true.
that's not how people talk.
I think they try to make a point though, like a statement with that. That's saying it was so common, like it's so used
Oh,
to.
yeah.
It's,
Well, it's cringe.
they just exaggerate. Yeah, it's
Exactly.
Just, it is cringe, but it's.
No, because, like, you can do that, you know, like, you live some places, you're like, boom, 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 and they're like, oh, is that a 9? They're just like, nah, bro, it's like a 45. Like, you can kind of tell,
Yeah.
but they just make it so cringe and stuff, you know? Like, like, you can tell it's written by white people, or, like, people that have
Well, I
never
mean, they
lived
had
in
a white girl play Olivia. What did she say? She's like, "Te voy a pegar," like, oh.
And there's like, usted es caliente, por favor.
Oh my
And
god.
it's like, and like the grandma who's supposed to be like the stereotypical Mexican grandma, she can't even speak Spanish
She looks
either.
like Cardi B.
Oh my god.
she
She
does.
looks like Cardi B. Oh my goodness.
Coronavirus. I mean, it's an entertaining show, but it's not good, you know?
Yeah.
I've
I
never
think.
seen it, but
I don't know. I can't tell you whether you should watch it or not.
Yeah, it's up to you.
You just
I
have to
mean,
come
we're
across
in
it.
quarantine, so.
Yeah.
I started
time.
watching it because I remember I watched it, I think it was on graduation,
Mhm.
high school graduation. I wasn't with y'all. I came in to visit y'all.
Yeah.
It was like, I remember I started watching it either the day before or the day of. But yeah, you know, and then like it's entertaining, but it's like it's not good, you know, like it's not like up to here.
Is it better than 13 Reasons Why?
It's hard to compare the two
It's
because they're not
different,
the same.
yeah.
It depends how you mean by better.
Is it good?
He just said
I don't know. Was Hitler better than Stalin?
Jesus.
I mean, that's a bit far.
That's
enough.
yeah.
Nah. But it's like it depends what you're looking for too. I think 13 Reasons Why might be better because it's just a more professional show. It's a more professional show. It's more professionally executed. You know, they have better like directors, producers, writers. They have people on set, kind of stuff. On My Block, it's more like a pachanga. You know, like we all threw it together.
They're like, all right.
Hey, go find some fools. We need some extras in the back.
Dang, spooky though.
Ah, ya cállate.
I'm sorry.
Spooky. I'm like, ya, con tu pinche spooky. Shit.
Okay, stop. Okay, I won't. Dang. No, but yeah, it was a good show. I think it was cute. It was like
That's
a
the thing.
coming of age, like
But you can't
middle
do
school
that,
to high
like,
school.
You can't
so.
do that and then put in the backdrop of like hood and gang violence and murder shit because it just looks goofy. It looks like when kids perform Romeo and Juliet. That's what it feels like. Or like when kids perform Macbeth. You know?
Okay, yeah.
That's the sense I get from
okay.
it.
Okay.
It's one of those, you can't take it seriously, but it's entertaining.
Yeah.
I like Macbeth.
I like Macbeth too. It's my favorite Shakespeare play. It's so depressing. It's the dude. I think I told that to Miss Schroeder. I was like, "Yeah, I love Macbeth. That's my favorite Shakespeare play." She's like, "Yeah, I can see why." She's like, "I'm not surprised."
She's like, you can read?
Hey, what happened to Mr. Harvey?
He's still there.
He's still there?
I see him
He
there
got
sometimes.
arrested?
When I work there, I see him there.
Oh, you do. That's cool. Wait, do you work at all of that?
No, I'm not a substitute anymore. I have a fixed position. So I work at Kermit King, and then I work at the bus barn.
I used to go there all the time. I used to lose my bus passes. I know. But
The
okay,
public bus or
the school bus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Don't lose your bus pass.
I think they'd steal it from me. I remember Adrian Gutierrez. I'm just spilling everyone's name.
Yeah, we could just like overdub it or something.
We can do it.
Yeah. He would just give them to me the next day or something. Dude, I just paid $10 for this again. Like, really?
Bro, it's bullshit now. They're cutting all the routes.
What do you mean? Oh, why?
Because we need to cut money. It sucks because like all this shit is going on, and then they release a video of like they're holding up signs that says like "We miss you, kids" or some shit, or like they make a video where they get like an object and they throw it, and then they cut to like some other teacher like at her house, and then she catches it, and then she throws it, and it's like, bro, like you guys are doing this dumb shit, and I'm gonna lose my job. Like, it's just cringe, bro. It's like fuck. Yeah, pretty much.
That's sad.
It's like,
dude, after we graduated, it just went downhill.
yeah,
because they put in the fence.
They put in the fence.
Yeah.
We're like, we're out.
bro,
like,
we were wild then, and then now the TikTok kids.
Yeah.
Took over, man. In the hands of lesser people.
And now they can't graduate.
That's true.
Well, I mean, they are, but
I don't know what they're complaining about though, because it's like they're like, we're not gonna go to prom, we're not gonna do a walking ceremony, we're not gonna go on the trip. It's like, bro, I didn't do any of that shit, and I had a blast. I'm chilling on that, So it's like, yeah, no la hagan de huevos, like shit. It's just fool. Like people think walking is the greatest shit ever. Like I kept telling everybody, even if I graduate, like, bro, I'm not gonna fucking go to the ceremony because it's like you're sitting in the sun. It's the summer. You're sitting in the sun for like hours.
And it was cold.
Hours. And then
windy.
at
It was
night
windy.
it gets like cold as fuck. And then you're there for hours while everybody goes. Then you get your little diploma, you wave, you shake hands, etc. If you're black or Mexican, right? Right? And then you sit back down, and then it's kind of like, I don't know, it's like a 5-6 hour ceremony for what?
Yeah.
And it's funny because like, then after I left high school, like I got a job, and I worked with a lot of people that also just graduated, you know, and I was making more money than them.
Damn.
So it's like...
Okay, weird flex,
real
but
far.
okay. Ah.
What do you mean weird flex? That's
No.
a flex if I ever saw
That's
one.
that's a flex.
See, it's just about working hard, bro.
I remember the kid who like was speaking Spanish at the ceremony, Mason.
Mace?
Yeah, he spoke better Spanish than the principal.
Oh,
He
yeah.
spoke better Spanish than Mr. Martinez.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, I'll just cut it. We'll cut it.
We'll cut it, bro. Nah, that's true, though. Good the way is, no, pues estamos aquí todo, güey. We just like talking and shit. What's up, fool? You can imagine that?
Mason's like, what's up, fool?
What's up, fool?
Oh, I miss him. He was nice.
He was nice.
He was
I
cool.
remember him from Flamson. I used to go to Flamson in
I
6th
know.
grade. Bro, that shit was wild, bro.
Flamson?
Flamson.
Flamson's crazy.
No, I
I
went there
believe
for
that.
6th grade, bro. It was fucking crazy. I was like the new kid on the block. Like,
Oh.
dude, I came from San Miguel. And I grew up on a ranch, so I was like naive as fuck.
Necio.
Necio. Fucking Necio.
But I was like naive as fuck, you know, like. And then these motherfuckers were wild, and they were getting in fights, jumping people. Dude, there were so many fucking fights. There was one that happened in the parking lot. Like, you know how there's like the field, and then there's like the basketball courts, and there's like a strip of parking lot?
Yeah.
They were fighting. 2 girls were going at it, like hitting their heads on the pavement, just fucking going at it. The whole school was watching.
Damn.
There was
The teacher.
And they're just like,
they were throwing money. No.
ah.
Dude, there was one in the field. The whole school rushed over there. I was like on the front lines and shit. I was like right there. I was like, what's up? I used to have a crush on one of them. I was like, come on.
Typical.
And then like, fucking, and then that shit was wild, and they had to get everybody out of there. Then like the principal came on like the intercom in 5th period. He's like, I'm very disappointed in a lot of cougars or whatever we were, Flames and Cougars. You guys, you should have done integrity, pride, PBIS, whatever the fuck they tell you. You know, it's like.
Yeah.
But we were wild in back then, bro. It was just crazy shit. Like, after Black and Yellow came out, nothing was ever the same.
Oh my god, yeah, that's true.
That was it. That was the song that changed
That was
everything.
what started everything. So it's like, Black and Yellow by Wiz Khalifa's like Harambe. And it's like COVID-19.
Oh my god, yeah.
I think that's how they took their energy out back then. Now it's the TikTok dances. That's how they're doing it. But back then it was just like, oh, it's on site. You know what I mean? Now it's like they got Zoom to fight.
We were going
them.
bodies and shit all the time and stuff.
Dude,
Like,
one of my friends from elementary school went to Flamson, but like he would train like boxing with us in our backyard and stuff. And so like my brother would like train him, and then like he ended up like going bodies at Flamson. So it was like he pretty much sounded like a child soldier to like represent our gym or something.
who was he?
Sulial.
Sulia? Oh, I know Sulia.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
No, he had hands.
Yeah,
'Cause it's
dude.
funny because in 6th grade we had like ranked people, like who's good at bodies. So it's like Suliel was number 1. And then, Manuel was number 2. Manuel, fuck, what was his last name? Oh, I forgot. Morphin. Manuel Morphin. He was like number 2 because he did like kickboxing. Then we had like, you know, fucking, we were like ranked there and shit. So I was like ranked above Gerardo, like my cousin, because I would beat him in bodies. And at the boxing gym, I could outspar him. Now he has his own gym, which is crazy. He could probably whoop my ass now, but I don't. But like we like, and it wasn't official. We just knew, nah, bro, Suliel's gonna beat him. Watch.
Like y'all had like cards, like baseball cards, but it was like Sulial. Had his stats and
It's
everything.
like right hook 99, then it's like left hook.
We had white girl fights though at Lewis.
Yeah.
Who barely. There wasn't that many fights at Lewis, and I was there
That's
for
why
2.
we had
There
white
was
kids
more
there.
fights at Flamson in the 1 year I went than there was in 2 years at Lewis, and that's just being honest.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it was like once in a while, but I was there. I was front line when it happened one time. But yeah,
The high school was a little more wild and more fights and shit.
Yeah.
freshman year was like wild. I feel like
Yeah.
like adjusting
I felt
to high school was like
Did you do any sports?
no.
Oh.
I wish I should have. Now that I look
it.
back.
Like what?
I wanted to do volleyball. Well, I tried out in middle school, and then I made the team, but my parents made me quit.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, I'm good. I'm not even gonna try no more.
I didn't do none of that shit. I was too cynical.
Yeah. Listening to Green Day. You're like,
Yeah. walk a lonely road. No, I'm not gonna do sports, Mom. I don't know, you know, that's just how it was. And now we all work at Chipotle and we're all depressed now.
We're on the same boat.
Same boat. I love that memes. Like, y'all bitches did all that crying at graduation just to work at Chipotle.
That's true.
Dude, we're living in crazy old times, though.
Making history.
The 2020s are gonna be fucking crazy. You know how there's always like that one crazy ass decade, you know, like the 60s or like the 80s, you know, just things like that. The 2020s is gonna be that for us. I mean, just look at how it started
We've had
already.
it too easy for too long.
Yeah.
Like nothing would happen, and then boom, 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 everything.
Yeah. Just in 3 months, the whole world was like.
Literally, the
I
economy,
know everything
the stock
that could
market.
go wrong.
Hella people dying, bro. It's crazy.
But if the quarantine ends, like before summer starts, it's gonna be crazy.
It's not though, bro.
Really?
It's not, dude. It's because they're opening beaches already, and we're at peak. We're at peak virus right now.
People were saying that California was already at peak. Do you think that's true?
No.
Like that everyone was getting sick around January, and I actually.
No, March. It all started in March.
Yeah, but I'm saying back in January there was like a weird cough that was going around.
Yeah, it started in like.
But like it wasn't a thing
though.
yet.
The first cases weren't even reported here until like February or March. Like March probably anyways. Because in the beginning of March we were doing whatever. I mean I was still working at the bar. Like I was still working security.
True, I was still working at the restaurant.
Nobody gave a fuck. And then March 12th around there everyone's like, alright, this shit's starting to pick up. And then we're like, alright, we're chilling. Then March 15th around there was like, we're probably going to close. Then we got a text later. We're like, yeah, the schools are closing. Next. And then it's like, damn, that was like the start of it. And then it just went bad shit from there. Like, schools are going to stay closed. Businesses are closing. Dude, I did something bad.
What?
I did something bad.
What?
So, I feel bad, bro. I'm going to go to hell. Remember when we were like talking and I said I have to work security at the bar every Sunday, and I started to hate that job because it was just stressful. It was really tense. People were always trying to get violent, shit like that. I didn't like it. And also we would want to work on our videos, and it's like, and I was like, bro, like I wish I didn't have to go to work, but I don't want to quit either. So I was like, bro, I wish it would get closed down. And then yesterday, at the music video, they're like, yeah, bro, did you hear Manny's closed down? Too many bills, no one was coming in and shit.
Yo.
And I was like, fuck. And I was like, bro, I didn't mean it like that.
Like, closed down like forever?
I think he gave up the lease.
Jeez, man.
You manifested that.
Shut up!
You
No!
spoke it into existence.
You
Stop!
spoke it into existence.
You gotta go to the fortune teller.
Stop!
You have to do an unspell for that.
Aren't you like religious or something? Yeah.
Yeah, and
Give
I'm
me
telling
some-
you what to do. Why are you doing
Like
that?
you're a spiritual guide or something.
No, she's a hypocrite.
Yeah.
Did you know
So
that
bad.
horoscopes and zodiacs are actually against
Demonic.
the Bible?
Yeah.
Really?
But I'm gonna get a love spell right now. Watch. That's what you want.
Wait, what is it? I saw it on Facebook. Agua de calzón. That's a love spell right there, but I haven't tried it. Asking for a friend.
I've seen that one meme. It's like me in my Zoom class. It's like my mom yelling in the background. It's like, otra vez estos pinches calzones cagados. Otra vez con esos pinches calzones cagados.
I'm glad. I'm glad I didn't have to do
Bro,
the Zoom.
I fucking like. I didn't mean it like that though. I mean, I didn't start the virus, bro. I didn't need the fucking bat.
So like what? Is there like no bar or bowling? Or what?
I don't know. I'd have to find out, but the way it looks, because that's a whole ass operation. There's a kitchen, there's a bowling, there's like taps, drinks, sound system, etc. But they did take down all the speakers from there and shit.
Bro, if they get rid of bowling, that was like one of the things we had going for us.
I've never gone. To be honest, I've never gone
I
bowling
went
there.
once, and I went with Leo anyways.
I've never gone bowling at
We
all.
had like the water park and the theater and bowling. We're down to 2, man. And the water park's closed most of the year.
And the theater's closed.
Yeah.
I know.
Let's do heroin.
Let's do heroin. Fuck it.
Okay,
See,
calm
yeah.
down, Tiger King.
Damn son of a bitch.
Did you see the new episode?
Yeah, dude. John Finley looks way better. He was all healthy. He has teeth
I
now. He has a
know.
beard
Better
and
teeth than
glasses.
me. I'm like, gotta get mine fixed. Dang.
Have you seen Tiger King?
No, not yet.
How many times have I told you to watch
Oh,
it?
Leo, get with it.
I know, but it's like, I don't know. I was just too busy drawing. Like,
He's watching TikToks, don't lie. TikTok's consuming my life recently.
Why
I
am I
think-
not surprised by that?
I
Why
think
am I not surprised by
because
that?
it's very educational, I feel.
Yeah.
I've learned a lot from TikTok.
you know what else is very educational? Education.
Okay, that could be in many forms. That
Not
could
TikTok.
Books, internet, not TikTok.
what have you learned from TikTok?
Okay, that's the real question.
Like art, and so I'm not saying like I'm taking my just like little things to crafts, like you know, just fucking my phone fell. Just fun.
I mean, I get that.
activities.
I get that, but at the same time, it's always been around.
I mean, yeah, but it's more accessible. I feel.
No.
It's just easier. It's just swipe.
Facebook has been doing that for years.
It's just the next like evolution.
Yeah, it's just like Vine 0.2.
Did you say 0.2?
Yeah, 0.0. I don't know.
2.0.
2.0. 0.2?
So it's like Vine in one fifth.
Yes. Basically. No, you know what I mean.
Big brain joke right there, man.
I don't know, dude. I would never get TikTok. Maybe that's pretentious of me, but I would never get it.
Don't.
Yeah.
It's gonna steal your
Not even
information.
once.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't. It's not. Yeah.
It's run by the Chinese government. It's a
It's a
was
trap.
Musically. It was Musically, and then TikTok bought it out. And what do you?
The musically dance. Okay.
Thank you. And yeah, the Chinese government owns it, I think, and like they're legit using the data to spy on people, like to figure
They're
out.
probably
what we're
listening to
doing.
us right now because I have it on my phone.
They probably are. I fucking hate China, bro. They're the worst.
The Chinese government. The
Chi-
Chinese government.
I have nothing against China. I have nothing against Chinese people, obviously, like, and I don't condone any of that racial shit that's going on right now. But the Chinese government is full of shit, and they're evil as fuck. And also,
the
just
censorship and stuff.
the censorship, the putting Muslims in concentration camps, the suppressing the Hong Kong protesters, spying on the U.S., fucking island building, just shit like that. And fucking, you know what they're doing? They force people to harvest organs. Like, here in America, you can, like, choose it on your card, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in China, like, if you're a prisoner, if you're in a concentration or detainment camp, you don't have an option. They're gonna harvest your organs. Doesn't matter what you believe in or you want to or not. And it's not even like, a lot of it's not ethical. They just sell it on the black market, sell it to different countries, shit like that. And that's not like the tip of the iceberg. They do all sorts of shit like that. They're doing like, supposedly according to like the Alex Jones shit, like Chimera experiments, like, you know, like
Fusing two animals together?
No, like fusing animal human hybrids. And you can look that shit up. They've been doing it for a long time.
No, he's got
And they also have tissue farms.
What's that?
They genetically farm tissue,
I've heard
like
about
organs
that.
and like
That's
muscle
pretty
tissue
cool.
and stuff. I mean, I guess, but
Yeah.
like it's weird. Just shit like that, you know.
I mean, that could
Wait,
be...
that could be
also,
useful
it's
when
like,
you
how do
lose-
they get the stuff though? It's probably not ethical how they
yeah.
get all the shit, and not. But China's just full of shit. Like they're just, it's run by really bad people. People that still deny Tiananmen Square.
What?
I didn't say nothing.
Yeah, you didn't say...
Yeah.
Nothing happened.
1988, 1990, 1991. That's how it is. That's how the calendar is. Yeah.
Wow.
What was
Something
that?
square. What?
I don't know. I like that meme where it was like, it was something about Tiananmen Square or something, and it was like Back to the Future. It's like,
No,
hey,
no.
I've seen this one.
No, it's like it's a headline. It's like China suppressing Hong Kong protesters with violence. It's like, hey, I've seen this one. It's like the Chinese people. What do you mean? It's brand new.
That's dark, but that's like...
That's what we have to deal with, bro. And not only that, but also a lot of cultural things I take trouble with. You like, and it's not racist to point out cultural flaws. You know, for example, some cultures condone, you know, like fucking like beating your woman and things like that. Like, that's not right, bro.
Machismo.
Like, some sort of, but like there's more cultural things too. You know, and for example, in China, like they have the dog eating festival. And it's not even the same as here. Like, oh, we eat cows. We have hamburger eating contests. It's like, no, we slaughter a cow at a slaughterhouse. The FDA has to approve it. They sell it in the supermarket, and you cook it in your own home, or you grill it with friends, right? No, over there they just get thousands of dogs and just slaughter them and torture them and throw in boiling water and shit. And they just do that and just eat them and shit for like days. It's not even ethical, bro. Just like look at the pictures. Just dogs are like barking and they're like in boiling water and shit.
How do they enjoy that? That's what I'm saying. Like, why is it?
And that's like, and then not even that, but they have wet markets. You go there, you can buy fucking monkey brains, fucking bats, pangolins, you know, just shit like that. Things that you shouldn't even be eating.
Al pastor.
Tacos de perro, as we say, tacos de perro.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, like, I get, like, having different tastes, you know, or, like, eating weird stuff. Like, I mean, I've eaten alligator, frog legs. I've tried ostrich. I've tried snake. I've tried a bunch of shit, you know? But there's a difference, bro. I'm not gonna throw a bat in boiling water and eat that shit. That's fucking gross, and they carry diseases. Look where we are now. And see, that's the thing about this whole coronavirus. There's only two possible explanations. It came from a bat, or it came from a Wuhan biological lab where they used to make biological weapons and shit. It's either one of those two things. And those two things are both represent China's cultural and governmental problems.
Yeah. Wasn't the place where you said that they make the biological weapons, wasn't it by the sweatshops too? Like close to located? I saw
it wasn't Wuhan. Regardless, it doesn't matter how close or far they are. Like, True. It's in Wuhan. It's like if we have a biological weapons lab in Paso. It's like, it doesn't matter how far it is. It's in Paso. Yeah. It's close enough, is what I'm saying.
True. Dang.
Yeah.
That went dark. I don't want to think about that.
Fucking China, bro.
They're chill.
No, that's what I'm. No, you just missed everything I said.
Disregard everything. Yeah, they're pretty cool.
Yeah, they're cool though, bro.
They got Wendy Wu, Homecoming Warrior.
Oh yeah,
that's a good ass movie.
Isn't that Lucy Liu's daughter? Or am I tripping?
I think you're tripping, man.
I don't know.
Because she played London Tipton on
Yeah, you're right. I'm fucking.
Oh yeah, her name's Brenda.
Lucy Liu was in the movie though, right?
I don't remember.
You sure?
I don't remember. I'm not sure about anything.
I think I don't know. Because I remember Lucy Liu, wasn't she in one of those little Disney movies?
Maybe.
I don't know.
DCOM, as we call them. Disney Channel original movie. DCOM.
Oh yeah, Disney I guess Channel. That makes sense. Dude, those fucking slapped. Like, Luck of the Irish and like...
I hated Luck of the Irish, man.
Come on,
that shit would come on like a Friday. It's like, bro, I'm trying to enjoy myself. And you got this, like, stupid-ass fucking leprechaun movie.
Wasn't there one with that guy from High School Musical, the jump roping?
Jump in.
Yeah,
that was pretty lit.
It's not about jump roping, it's about dancing.
No, jump in.
It was about jump roping.
It was. He was like in competition.
He was a boxer, and then they're like, "You want to jump rope or some shit like that?"
Yeah, and then his dad's like, he like hides it from his dad, like as if he's gay or something. He's like, Dad, I jump rope. It's
like, are you jumping rope? No, I'm having gay sex. I swear. You're jumping rope, ain't you, boy?
Wow, you're too good at that. It scared me.
Ah.
He's all.
No, you get better. You get
a better
like that.
angle.
You get more torque. Yeah, and you get more follow through, and then you're ready for your next hit.
Wow, boxer tips.
Oh no, I was talking about whipping kids.
No, but yeah, those were
Dude,
good.
what else was there? What was the Aaron Carter one? There was a Halloween one.
The which ones with the twins?
Halloween Town?
Was it Halloween Town or was it a different one? I think I'm tripping.
No. Hocus Pocus?
No, that's older though. No, it's not. No. I think it was Halloween Town, but it was Holes.
Holes.
I don't think it was Disney Channel, but I think it was.
They always fucking played it there. Every Friday they played it.
That was a good movie.
I love that movie.
I'm gonna watch it.
Literally, like it's not like, you know when you watch something when you're younger and you watch it when you're older and it sucks.
Yeah.
It's not like that.
It gets better.
It still holds up. It gets better.
Yeah.
I love Holes. easily top 10 movie. Easily.
Yeah. Someone said that the COVID exists because no one ever took the grandma of Zero to the top. That's what, yeah.
Madam Zero.
Yeah.
They never carried her up the
Yeah,
mountain.
that's why we're dealing with this now. No.
Bro, I love those memes where they're like roasting like, you know, a light skinned, you know, like a black dude or something, and they're like, aren't you supposed to be digging holes with Stanley helmets? Or just things like that. Or the other memes, it's like, how much pussy do you get? And it shows them it's like 0.
Oh yeah.
I love that story.
That's so great.
Have you read the sequel to it? There's
No.
a sequel.
What's it called?
Oh, it's called. Fuck, what's it called? It's like baby taking steps, baby steps. Something
I
like.
never heard about it.
I'm not asking you. I'm trying to. It's like finding your steps, baby
Finding
steps.
Let me look that up right
Finding
now.
Nemo.
Finding.
Jamie, pull that up.
Jamie, pull that up. It's about Armpit, and it's about what happens to him after they get out.
Really?
Yeah, it's actually really interesting.
Yeah, it's called Small Steps.
Small Steps. I read it. They had it at the high school, but yeah, I read it. It was pretty good.
What
I
happens
liked
to
it.
him?
Pretty much like he gets out, he tries to start working, you know, like get his life straight. His parents don't fully trust him, and he has to go to summer school, I think. And like he's friends with this little girl who has like a disability. I think she's like autism spectrum or something.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like friends with her, and like he's trying to figure out a bunch of stuff. And like X-Ray is in it, but X-Ray's still on his old shit. So he's like trying to get like, you know, money. Like, bro, if you give me your stimulus check, we can flip, we can buy a, you know, pound and flip it. That kind of shit, you know, like the X-Ray was on. And then it's like and then he meets like this pop singer, and like he gets to know her and stuff, and like they start to like each other because he's like the only real person she's ever met. And he finally meets someone who like understands him and stuff. It's actually really nice. I would recommend it. It's a fun. It's a good read. It's not something. Yeah, it's not something that's gonna like, you know, like just get boring or some shit. I recommend it.
I can't read, but
Me neither.
I would always recommend Leo books, and he'd never read them. So
Yeah.
part 2 of that.
But did you ever read the book that I recommended?
You never recommend.
Really?
I don't think you did, because that was the one I was getting new books, and I was always showing you. And you're like, oh, okay, I'm going to read that. But you didn't.
And then I didn't. No,
Yeah.
And then I didn't. But I mean, I used to read so much, bro. Now I'm like brain dead at this point.
Yeah, audiobooks, bro.
I know.
Audiobooks.
That's the best.
That's what I do.
What I like to do is like I'll be at work and I'll listen to like one of those long ass YouTube videos that's like just pure talking.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'll listen to like this dude named Ramsey Dewey. He's like just talks about martial arts and he answers martial arts questions, like real martial arts and shit. You know, not none of that fake shit. But for example, like one of the questions will be like who'd win in a fight, Bruce Lee or Muhammad Ali? And like he'll answer it and he'll explain why. And obviously it's Muhammad Ali because you know it's a fighter versus an actor, so it's like just things like that, you know, like hey coach, this and this happened, what should I do? And he'll answer it, you know. And just it's super interesting, and his voice is so like calming and like educational, you know. It's like it's really nice.
Does he have an accent?
No.
Oh.
He speaks in an American accent.
Oh.
Hey folks, Ramsey Dewey here, and he just draws you in, you know. And I just love listening to that shit at work, and I learned so much too. So it's like when you're boxing, you know, like do this, you know, or like when you're like, as opposed to like kickboxing, etc., etc. You know, it's just like, dang, you know, it's educational. I listen to that a lot. What about you? Listen to audiobooks or what?
Yeah.
Get off your phone.
I'm trying to see what book I'm reading right now or listening to.
Wouldn't you just know if you're reading it?
Yeah, but I want to get it right.
I listened to The Girl with the Seven Names about North Korean defector.
Yeah.
I re-listened to it like twice. That shit's brutal, man. It's like, because she lived in China. She like escaped. She like crossed the river from North Korea into China, and she lived there as like an illegal for like 10 years. And like she got like tricked into working in a brothel. And like she had to escape. It was like, bro, like imagine how like fast your heart would be beating if you were in a foreign country and like you were pretty much like being trafficked, but you escaped.
Yeah.
Like, jeez, man.
Not knowing the language.
Yeah, exactly.
That's crazy,
dude. That's a horrible reality right there. I've read similar things. I read this book in high school. It's called BTK. I think it's called Born to Kill. which pretty much explains. It's a story about like the Vietnamese gangs that started to spring up in America because after the Vietnam War ended, a bunch of refugees came here, you know, like to the U.S. and stuff, because the Vietnam was all war torn and shit. And from there, the youth they would get picked on and things like that, get bullied on. So they had to form groups, and you know they did form gangs. And one of them was called like BTK, like Born to Kill, which was like pretty much what a lot of like the American soldiers used to put on their helmets or on the helicopters or on the tanks. You know, they'd pin them on, like in Full Metal Jacket, the helmet says Born to Kill. So they got that and they made it like into to the name of their gang, their organization. And yeah, just similar stories. Like I think what the main character was saying, like when he was a kid, they were trying to escape by boat to like Laos or some other country, you know. But then a North Vietnamese patrol boat found them, you know, like they made them stop. And, like, then they got one of the women, they just straight up, like, raped her. Because, like, they just could, you know, nobody could do anything about it. And then they just, like, you know, threw her back. And then, like, just sucked out enough gas just for them to get home. Like, from their boat. And then just, like, left them. Just told them, like, hey, you have to go back to Vietnam, you know, like, and they just barely gave them enough gas and shit like that.
Jeez, man.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know, dude, brutal realities.
What are you reading?
Yeah, it's called The Untethered Soul by Michael Singer. It's really good. It's like about how, like, especially for me, because I feel like I overthink a lot, and like I'm always like making scenarios in my head that I don't even know are true.
You break your own heart.
Yeah, honestly, no, but yeah, and it's basically saying how like that voice is gonna talk regardless, but you have to kind of see it from like a third. Mm-hmm. You know, and how you choose to react to it or feel about it. It's pretty cool. I like it. Spiritual awakening. I don't know.
That's like the thing in like you've seen American Beauty, right?
Yeah.
Where it's like the opening line is like the daughter's like insecure and then dad's like, I want to tell her that like it'll all change, but like I don't want to lie to her.
He's like, but yeah, that's what he says. He says, I wish I could tell her it's all gonna be different or it's all gonna change when you grow up. And he's like, but I can't lie to her.
Yeah.
True.
It's true. It's always like in the back of your mind, but like you gotta ignore it and just like push through.
You gotta,
pretty much.
yeah, and focus on the positive.
And you just
thoughts.
gotta say, can I have some more ketchup? Because like you get nervous.
Establishing your dominance, just coming out of your shell, coming out of your cage, you know.
Having a voice.
Ketchup. This isn't my order. Just like, no, like, hey, I think, I'll eat it anyways, it's fine.
I asked for no Big Mac sauce, but it's okay.
No, he said you.
Yeah, see, that's why I need me a girl like that, you know, just like, excuse me.
He said no pickles.
He said no pickles.
Yeah, you have to, because
exactly.
you'll suffer.
You'll suffer. And it's like, I don't know, it's just one of those things, dude. Because, like, the thing is, like, the kind of books I read, when I used to read a lot, it was like, I kind of gave up on, like, young adult fictional novels and shit. So I would just read, like real shit. Like, in the terms of, like, you know, like, professional or just, like, historical shit. Mm-hmm. So, like, you know, kids my age were reading, like, fucking...
Diary of a Kid.
No, not that far.
The
like,
Fifth Wave. Or
I feel like, right, like Fifth Wave,
Hunger
you know,
Games.
Looking for Alaska, Hunger Games, all that. I was like, no, I was reading fucking, like, biographies. Don Quixote. I didn't read Don Quixote, but I read, like, biographies.
Oh, I actually want to read that. Yeah.
I heard it's really good.
Yeah.
Me too.
I was reading, like, biographies. I was reading, like... I read an entire book on Napoleon. It was, like, this fucking thick in middle school. Just for fun. You know?
Wow.
So it's like... Then I read one on Stalin.
Because you never know about some of these historic things. I just learned that Anne Frank was bi.
I mean...
It says in her diary.
Yeah, but didn't her dad like write a lot of it?
Exactly, that's what I always say. I don't like Anne Frank's diary because low key I feel like a lot of it is just
her dad.
It's bullshit. Yeah, it's like in the sense that like do I think she was real? Yeah, I mean, but it's like, and sure maybe she liked to write and stuff, but it's like, bro, her dad obviously sold the rights to make a buck off of it. You know, like even if that wasn't his intention, that's what happened. You know. So it's like, wouldn't you want, like, the best results or, like, the best possible, like, you know, work of art that you can have in order to, like, get the most, right? So it's kind of like, the issues I have with Anne Frank's diary is that, like, you know, like, it's not authentic. It's not like, these are the papers, you know, like, we're going to print them. But no, there's editors. They hired editors. They stuck some verses or like some entries together. They cut some out, etc., etc. And that's as far as we know. And that's not even considering the fact that they probably wrote some themselves. It wouldn't be like beyond them. Also, the big thing is the Anne Frank Foundation back in like 2016. They made the dad. They named him an official co-author. The reason they did that is because of what's it called, Leo? Public domain laws. Mm-hmm. So, for example, if after you give it enough time, any character becomes public domain, you know what that is? So, for example, Pinocchio.
Yeah.
You can put Pinocchio in anything you want and no one's going to sue you. It's public domain. But you can't do that to Mickey Mouse.
Because he's
copyrighted.
Exactly. So, after a lot of years, any character or any story becomes public domain. Mm-hmm. So, that's what was going to happen to Anne Frank because the public domain laws in Europe are different. So what they did is they made him a co-author so that they would get more time until like 2030, 2040 or something like that. But the thing is, if it's supposedly an authentic, like realistic diary, then it's like, why is your dad the co-author? You know? That's what I take issue with.
I mean, he's like the only one that was there though. So, like, he probably could, like, fill in some stuff, fill in some blanks.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't...
I'm saying that might be, like, a good thing. That, like, he probably gave it more context, but, like...
But is it authentic?
I just thought they used his name because they wanted someone that could talk for it, you know what I mean? Like, a voice. Because she's not here, obviously.
Yeah, but that's the thing, though. If it's this completely unadulterated, authentic take of a, of a real time in a real setting, why would they make a play out of it? They made a fucking play out of it. No, the movie's different, because a movie can be biographical. A play is purely for entertainment.
Like singing?
Yeah, like
Hamilton or something?
Like Hamilton, right?
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
And then they changed hella names too, like the Van Dons or whatever they were called. They changed their names hella times, and like Peter and all that stuff. So it's like I'm not a denier. I'm not a Holocaust denier or any of that shit. But Anne Frank's Diary, I take it with a grain of salt. You know, like it's not like
Diary of the Wimpy Kid. On the other hand,
that's factual.
That's real. You know what's weird about Diary of a Wimpy Kid?
He's an asshole.
Exactly. He's a sociopath.
He's a dick, man. He like bullies Rowley and stuff. It's bad.
And then he uses him, and then when Rowley does something good, he's like, "Oh, Rowley's so selfish and stuff."
Yeah.
He's a sociopath. Those are sociopathic tendencies. And so here's where it gets interesting.
I stopped after Dog Days because I was like,
no. I stopped like at Cabin Fever, I think.
That's a good one.
There's some, yeah.
Dude, I'm still reading them, bro.
Well, okay, continue what we were gonna say.
Anyways, this is where it gets interesting. So we all know after all those books, Greg is a humongous asshole to Rowley. Blames everything on him. He broke his arm, and he wants credit. Always looking for attention, opportunity. He's trying to use Rowley. He would get rid of him as soon as he doesn't need him. Mm-hmm. Those are all sociopathic tendencies.
Mm-hmm. True.
So it's like, okay, now this is where it gets interesting, is that like, they asked Jeff Kinney. They asked him that, like, Greg Loki has sociopathic tendencies. So it's either like, but then Jeff Kinney says he didn't do that on purpose, and he doesn't think Greg is like that. Greg is just a mean, spoiled kid. And he says he bases a lot of the things on his own life and his own experiences. Oh, it's the sprinklers.
It's the gas coming to knock us out. We're like doing too much.
So it's like, okay, so is all that stuff just a mean character? Or is Jeff Kinney low-key a sociopath? If he thinks, this is how a normal kid thinks because this is what I went through, but then it turns out he has sociopathic tendencies, what does that say about the author if he explicitly says that he bases it on
you
himself?
could base something loosely.
Yeah,
you can base something and then just exaggerate on the actual plot.
To a certain extent.
So we can just say that Jeff, or the author, is an asshole.
Maybe
as a kid, but that doesn't mean he's a
sociopath.
I don't think he's a sociopath, psychopath, killer or some shit, you know? I'm just saying it's weird. You know, it's weird.
I'm just saying.
This character, Greg Heffley, he's weird. He has problems. He legit has problems.
Okay, but the parents?
What about the
fucking
parents?
off their rocker, man?
Yeah,
How?
the parents are.
The mom is.
Yeah, the mom.
Yeah.
And the dad seems to be far away or just kind of distant.
Yeah. He's definitely on OnlyFans. Like.
Simping. He's simping. Greg
He's
Heflin donated
hi,
$500.
darling. How would you like 500? How would you like me to help you with your bills? Those DMs on Twitter. That's him.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
And
he's
Ro-
simp.
Like
Roderick?
he like comments like delicious on. For real.
True.
Beautiful. Hey, is this guy bothering you? You okay, Queen? Dude,
Dang.
he
What-
is a simp. He's a huge simp.
Yeah. So what about Roderick though? Roderick?
I like Roderick, dude. I thought he was badass.
Not my Roderick. Yeah.
Not my
That's
Roderick.
true. That's true, man.
Dude, the movies slap though. They're
They do. I
good.
remember watching them in theaters, man. They're
Because the thing is, when we saw them as kids, we all were fresh off the novel, so it's like, oh, this isn't even accurate.
and we were like
This
around that age.
sucks. Right,
Yeah.
because we were so like, we wanted to see something super authentic and super like, straight to picture. And we're like, oh, dude, it's not even that good. It doesn't capture the book. But then we gave it a few years, and it's like, bro, these movies are fucking awesome. They're great.
I remember like there's that scene that hits really hard in the second one where Roderick's like, you're my brother, but you'll never be my friend. Yeah, I remember like that shit
Just
hit me in the
'cause
core.
He didn't deny. That's
Yeah.
why. You know?
Yeah.
And then at the end, he's like, Mom, like, let Roderick play, like, in exchange for what? I forgot. It was like,
He was in the play instead of the magician. He was like the
to help
helper.
Rowley. To help Rowley. He's like, please let Roderick play, and in exchange, I'll, help Rowley. But what sucks is that Book Greg would never do that. Book Greg would
Greg would be
Rowley-
forced into it, and then
Yeah.
make
Yeah.
it about himself.
And then he'd make it about himself and then throw Rowley under the bus.
Mhm.
You think I'm kidding, but
No,
that's
no,
what
no,
it's-
yeah.
Fuck.
And he used him to get in that like country club.
Yeah.
Oh,
golf,
yeah,
pool, whatever.
What was her name? Holly
Holly
Hills?
Ann- Holly Ann.
She wasn't in
Or
it.
I don't know.
Well, that's like he like used the country club to like get at Holly Hills.
Because she goes
Yeah.
there all the time.
Oh, yeah.
and
You're
he's like,
right.
yeah, I can take a free guest. And then he tells his dad that he works there, but he doesn't work there.
That's fucked,
I
bro.
want to remember
Oh
that
my
so,
god.
so clearly.
Dude, that's a great joke though. Where they're playing tennis and she scores. She's like 15, love. He's like, whatever you say, love.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I like those movies. I want to watch the third one. I've been wanting to rewatch it. It's just nice, Old times.
Yeah.
Now they're all
The
old and shit.
simpler times now.
Simpler
We're just
times.
gonna die.
Now we're just in simp times.
Yeah. Literally.
Dude, have you seen Fregley? What he looks like now?
No.
He straight up looks like a model, dude. He's handsome as hell. Like, look it up. Look up. His name is Grayson Russell.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Look up what he looks like now.
I remember,
Grayson or Jason?
Grayson Russell.
I remember in the books like Greg like slept over at Fregley's house and it was weird as fuck. Like yeah, I've been in that situation a couple times.
That's why I don't like. other people's house.
I
I'm not sleeping
don't.
over.
I don't know about that.
No, like the other one. Do the other one. Bro,
He was pretty handsome.
he's handsome, dude.
I'm trying to show the camera. I mean,
That's what y'all females like nowadays, anyways. As long as, if you had a Carhartt beanie and ripped jeans, bro.
oh wait, paletero. They're calling me. I gotta go.
Come back.
Okay, right here.
Do you see what I mean?
I mean,
He cleaned up.
He's alright.
No, but what I'm saying is that versus how he looked like in the first
Oh.
one. With, like, the braces and the...
You want to see my secret freckle?
It's got a hair in it.
And the booger at the bottom. And
Yeah.
the letter.
Oh my god.
Dude, those books are good. I still read them, dude. You know what was better than them, low-key? Big Nate.
Fuck no.
Fuck yeah.
Big Nate.
Fool, fuck
All my
you.
homies hate Big Nate.
Fuck fucking Greg Heffley, dude.
Wait, okay, wait,
Big
but
Nate will
the
whoop
Girl
his ass.
Diaries though?
What were they called?
Get the fuck out.
Girl Diaries? Wait, what?
No, they
The
were
Girl Diaries, though. The Dork
Dork Diaries.
Dork Diaries?
Hey, Dork
Hey, I
Diaries
kind of like
gang.
those. I kind of like
What's
those.
wrong with
Dork
you?
Diary gang up in here.
I think there was like a joke where like her friend had such bad allergies that she was like legally handicapped, but she didn't have a car, so she would just stand in the handicapped spaces. Those are pretty funny. The artwork in them was pretty
Yeah, it
funny.
was like the girl
Those
version.
ones?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's
Yeah.
so... You don't see how that's derivative as fuck?
It was, but I mean, it was the market.
It
It was a
was.
market. We were
It
the
was
market.
targeted to us, and we
We were
took
the
the bait.
demographic.
What
Yeah.
was underrated was Moody Judy. That
Nah,
shit
I don't fuck
slap,
with
man.
that.
Ramona and Beezus though.
Okay, I was. Do you know what I'm confused about? What's the difference between Ramona, Junie B. Jones, and Amelia Bedelia? Those are all different people, right?
Yeah, Amelia Bedelia is like a maid.
She's the maid, right?
And Junie B. Jones is like a second grader. Junie B. Jones did weird shit, like she ate cereal with like orange juice or something.
Did she?
Yeah, that's all I remember. Who was the other one that you listed on?
Ramona?
No, she was chill. Like she was just like younger. Like she had an older sister, and like she was kind of like the annoying little sister that painted and like the troublemaker.
Yeah.
But she had like abandonment issues now that I think about it.
What's the one who cracked the egg on her head?
I think Ramona.
Was that Ramona?
Yeah, because the dad got fired, and she was trying to help out, giving her own lunch or making her own lunch in the morning. I think.
Oh yeah, something like,
and
then this one kid,
oh,
like he would crack the boiled egg,
when they were the boiled egg,
and then she's like, oh yeah,
and it wasn't boiled. Yeah.
Yeah, was that Ramona?
That was Ramona.
That was Ramona. But there were several books. There was
and
Ramona.
it was Picture Day.
Oh yeah.
And her hair was like.
But no, there was Ramona and Beezus, and then there was other ones like Ramona Grows Up, Ramona.
Yeah.
And I can't remember what those were called though.
I don't know either. I just remember Ramona and Beezus because they made a movie with Selena Gomez.
Yeah,
I saw that.
Joey King. Dang.
I saw that movie.
Ramona Beezus.
Yeah, I didn't like it though.
That's cute. I remember they went into this Despierta America. I'm like, okay, Selena, chill. Not even that. I'm just kidding. No, but yeah, it was good. It was alright.
She was in Wizards of Waverly Place.
I never saw that.
That was a good
Harper is now an RN. Did you know that?
Like a registered nurse?
Yeah.
No, she's a real.
She's a real nigga.
Wow. Dude, no, but the dad from Wizards of Waverly Place, he's like, he does porn.
He's gay, yeah.
He does gay porn?
Yeah.
What?
Or he's like a gay model or something.
Yeah, like his butt cheeks were on Twitter the other day. I was
fucking
like,
hilarious. It's like, bro, you're a family man. What are you doing?
Yeah, nah.
What if Justin sees this? What is he gonna do?
He probably did see that.
Have you seen the one where it's like, I forgot who it was. It was like Tiger or someone. They posted like, damn, whose ass does this belong to? It's like Jeffree Star. He's like, yeah, something like that, no?
There was one for Jeffree Star and there was another one for James Charles. Yeah. Okay, let's talk about Mexican YouTube drama. I'm not like
I don't know what that is.
Me neither, but it's like I just saw a little snippet of it. I was like
Badaboom? Or like El
yeah.
Pirata de Culiacán?
No, she's got to do with it, and then Juan de Dios or something.
Juan Basurita?
No, I don't know, but he like some X-rated videos.
Oh yeah.
Got leaked of him and someone. And it's like a scandal, but I don't know who they are.
I can't talk about what I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
All I know about Mexican YouTube is like Badaboom.
Wait, is that still a thing though?
Yeah.
Is she still catching
the
a fearless?
Badaboom bus? Yeah, like hey, pull out your phone. Let's go through the messages.
They should have one here. They need to make
no.
one here just to expose people.
They would look at my search history and be like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
But you get paid like that. May seem like give me $100 and just to look through your like one app, Snapchat. You know? And it's like, alright, you don't have anything to hide.
The Badaboom bus, or what's it called?
I don't know.
Something like
Cachando infieles?
yeah.
I don't know.
Have you seen the one where the girl starts walking, running off, and like the guy like runs after her, and he's just like on all fours. He's like running like a dog.
Yeah.
He just runs so fast. He just goes.
I saw one with like two lesbians, and like the girl's like, te agarré los lentes. So one ran one way, one ran the other. But
damn, but what's
those are funny. Are they staged?
No, those aren't staged. I would
think?
the
I
purpose.
feel like people were saying they were.
Nah. And also El Pirata de Culiacán, bro. Rest in peace.
Dude.
I've told you the story of El Pirata.
Oh, yeah.
But what happened to the Chanito?
Who's
Do you know who Chanito is?
No.
He went viral like a while back. Oh, the podcast is right there. He went viral. He was funny, but I think he's in Culiacan too.
Yeah?
Yeah. Well, he might. No, I don't know. I don't think so. But he was like a goofy guy, and he was always smoking weed. He's like, Fumando mote, like on a bike.
Wasn't that a pirata?
No, and Brenda a chubby one that got shot.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about like this tall, lanky guy who's like on his bike smoking.
Or what's the other dude? The El Chaparro Schwarzenegger? Chaparro Schwarzenegger? The Oaxacan dude with like the bowl cut and like the mustache like that, and he's the one that's like quack 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 quack.
Oh yes, yes.
Remember that? Yeah, El Chaparro Schwarzenegger.
Oh wow,
something like that.
He like did like a video with like some model.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was funny. He's
I think I know what you're talking about.
Right? The guy's like, he's like, les voy a enseñar cómo cantar como mí. Está bien si no me agarran primero, a mí también me tomó muchos años. Eso así en La Puerta Negra. Y rebachada la Puerta Negra. Wink, wink. That video is hella funny.
I'm dead. Yeah. Wow. That reminds me of the TikTok. I'm sorry, I'm bringing TikTok into this, but they're like, sometimes I get ashamed, but then I remember my culture, and then it's like clips of Mexican like videos like that, and there's some with like El Pirata. I'm like, yeah, true.
Dude, I saw this one video, you know the song La Escuela Nunca Me Gustó by Adriel Fabel? La escuela nunca me gustó. Dun, 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 na, 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 na. You know that one, right? So they're playing that song. It's like La escuela nunca me gustó. This is a compilation, like a montage of kids just doing hella bad things, like sliding down the road.
Oh, and like secundaria, like yes.
La secundaria. They're wilding over there.
I know.
Like, fucking, dude.
My cousins, I'm like, damn, my cousins from Mexico be posting the funniest shit on Facebook.
The teacher will be commenting on it.
Yeah.
Fucking, I forgot what I was gonna say. Probably something dumb.
Didn't you post that video of like those like Muslim girls at the private school?
Yeah,
Like, doing that
was surprising.
Because
Because they're like how people think like private Muslim schools are, you know, but it's like how they really are, and they're doing all sorts of crazy stuff. No, not twerking, no.
Not twerking.
They're doing all sorts of crazy old
showing
stuff.
their ankles and stuff.
I'm not twerking. I haven't seen it.
No, but they're doing crazy. Like they're like, I can't even remember it now.
I think like one of them had their head dunked in the sink and they were like getting water all over them, all over their hijab or something.
Yeah. And there was just all sorts of crazy stuff. That was surprising. I was like, I didn't realize. I got 5 on
Have you seen Ma? Yeah.
it. No, they tell me to watch it, but I haven't seen it.
That's the one where like she parties with teenagers.
Yeah, that's so crazy.
That's me. I was hanging with like 15-year-old kids and shit. Pa.
Just call me Papa.
Just call me Appa. Dang, that is you, Daniel.
No, you can't agree. That's fine.
We start going on a tangent about how you were, Ma. Appa.
I just do this because he doesn't describe the plot.
I just see you walking like the typical dad with the belt, like with the white shirt tucked in.
Or like the, what's the one video? It's like, I can't wait to be a dad so I can do this to my kid. Just like opens the door, just like stares at him. And, like, closes it.
Honestly.
For real.
Dang, those were the days when your dad would like leave early Sunday mornings and come back and he'd fix like everything, bring groceries, a new dog.
Yeah, like Mexican dads would disappear at 6 a.m. Then come like at 10 with like goats and dogs and like groceries and like a truck and like.
Yeah.
Like,
and you're still you're barely waking up.
For real.
That happened was when like they came home and I wake up and I look at like fucking goats and shit.
There's like the second floor to the house now.
True.
For real.
Oh.
Bad baby.
Bad. I don't want to talk about
Tarzan. Hear me out. Not just
It was kind of a stupid thing to say.
It was.
Like I understand her point, but like you could have gone like you could have gone about it like so many different ways. Like
What's that a reference to though? Like why Tarzan?
Because she's saying that Tarzan grew up like
with
apes.
With apes.
Exactly. So it's like
so she's comparing herself in the hood, Tarzan being in the jungle,
just
and
culture
and then the apes are like, you know.
I don't want to say it because that's why it's like
okay, I
not
see
okay.
that now, but and that's not. The thing is though, people are accusing her of like trying to be black and stuff like that. I don't know, like, I don't know how to take it seriously or not, though, because it's like, I mean, isn't everybody, and like, it's not that big a deal. What, she just got like a weave? Or like, she'd get like a weave, like a wig.
And her tan, like a little slight darker. But like Ariana Grande does it. Everyone does it. Like, everyone certain, like, does it at a certain
She looks like Nesquik.
Yeah, I don't know. With that whole culture appropriation, like, I don't really. It just depends.
I don't buy that. I think it's bullshit.
I think because then you also see, like, black people wearing, like, Asian culture and, like, the little dresses. And it's like, isn't that the same thing? Like,
That's
I don't know.
good.
It's just different.
That's great. Learning from different cultures.
Exactly. But I don't know.
Like, for example, like, there was this basketball player who's calling out Jeremy Lin, the Asian basketball player. He's like, hey, you have, like, dreadlocks or whatever. That's, you're appropriating black culture and stuff. And Jeremy Lin responds, like, don't you have Chinese, like, tattoos? And he has, like, straight up, he has, like, you know, the Chinese symbols on his arm and stuff.
I think,
so it's like...
Yeah, I think the problem that they have with it is that they take the culture, but they don't like those aspects of it. While they have it, they look bad in a sense. Like, they make themselves look bad. I don't know. I just tongue twisted myself.
I don't buy into cultural appropriation a whole lot because it's like, what are you gonna get mad about? You know, like.
Well, the term cultural appropriation is neutral. It just means one person from one culture doing a thing from another culture.
Exactly.
Well, I guess it's connotation of like being like racist or something.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, black women straighten their hair, you know, like they dye it blonde. It's like, isn't that appropriating from white culture, et cetera, et cetera. So that's like, see, so once it comes into the equation, then it applies to everything, you know?
So just let people be people. Man.
So that's why I don't like buy that term, or like I don't use it. I don't.
Because then people can't grow. Because then you keep them in those boxes. You know what I mean? And it's like, how are you gonna grow as a society?
I can think of a couple people who like want segregation. Like they don't want the mixing of the cultures, man.
Right. So it's like, so that's the thing though. Like, see, it's a paradox. Because like the super leftist liberals are like, we want everything inclusive. Everyone's all good with each other and stuff. Oh, but that's cultural appropriation. What, so you're saying their kind should stick with their own kind and this kind should stick with their own stuff and you can't learn from each other's stuff? It's like, isn't that segregation?
Exactly.
So it's like, which is it?
I don't know, man. It's like a horseshoe, where it's like the farther you get, the closer you get.
It comes like...
Dang, that's true.
So it's like, you know, like what's okay and what isn't. You know, one thing I heard was
just respect, I feel like.
Yeah.
One thing I heard is that people complain about Cinco de Mayo, like, oh, they just drink tequila and eat tacos and that's just disrespectful. But it's like, if you think about it though, it's like, bro, like...
That's what we do anyway.
No, exactly. So like, think about it. So it's like, oh, it's rude to, you know, like, you know, eat tacos and drink tequila and stuff. But it's like, bro, think about it. You're a Mexican soldier in 1861. You just fucking defeat the biggest army in the world. And, like, you kill hella motherfuckers. And some of your comrades die. You just fucking won. It's like, what are you gonna celebrate with? Fucking wine? Like, rosé and, like, cheese and crackers or some shit? Like, nah, bro. You're gonna go.
True. I just feel like the funny thing about that is that the Mexicans don't even celebrate Cinco.
Exactly.
Like, in Mexico. I think that's just funny.
Like, Mexicans don't care about Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah. But
I think there's the line is like when it just becomes dumb. So for example, like when they put on the big mustache and the big hat and all that, and it's like, oh, that's like, it's not offensive, it's just dumb.
It's just tacky.
It's tacky.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying don't do it, but it's like making yourself look stupid.
Exactly.
True.
Or like even for like other cultures, you know, like there's like for example, like you can be any race and like wear a kimono or something and it'll look nice. But then, you know, like, going out of your way or making it offensive on purpose. You know, like, if we celebrate an Asian holiday, we don't, like, stereotypically, like, do that or something like that.
You did it, no.
Don't get canceled.
Exactly.
You're
so
just
it's like,
canceled.
No, what I'm saying, though, is, like, that's the line. Or, for example, like, when people do an Asian character, they got, like, the big teeth and the glasses and all that shit, right? Like, and for me, like, that's what we should be, like, concerned about and stuff. Not, like, hey, those shoes, you know, are actually culturally belong to this specific ethnicity, therefore you can't wear them. It's like, oh, that's dumb, bro. We're just tripping over ourselves when we should be focusing on real issues.
Yeah, that's true. I agree with that.
Preach, bro. Black power.
No, missed the point. No, I don't know. You can say black power, but you can't say white power. And I agree with that because when people say white power, it's like Nazi shit. Right? So it's like, if it wasn't associated with that, I would have no problem with it. If people were like, you know, Texas power, but whatever, you know, Texas power. Fucking,
Cali power.
Cali power, right?
That sounds weird.
Yeah, don't say that.
Don't say that. That sounds like
That's
a...
not how Californians are. We're like California, like chilling.
We're chilling.
Okay.
Vibes, dude.
Just vibes.
Yeah, that's culture.
That's cultural appropriation.
Yeah.
People from Texas can't relax.
Yeah.
They can only be racist and shoot things.
Well, they're saying that Karen, you can't say anything about Karen. Is that
Oh my
Yeah, they're
God,
saying
that's
Karen is
fucking-
sexist
That's
now.
hilarious.
That's...
Man.
It's like, I don't know, this sounds like something a Karen would write.
Yeah. Come on now.
It's pretty funny. Pretty funny. Like, okay, boomer.
Okay, whatever you say, boomer.
Stop.
Speaking of TikTok, right? You seen that one, right?
No, I haven't.
The girl was like, okay, boomer, whatever you say, boomer.
Mm.
And she's like a Bernie shirt. And she what do you say, like, what do you call it? When you something the internet. Break the internet.
She like took over the internet. She was like everywhere and stuff.
And then she
Yeah.
made
They
comments
love to
about
do
like
that.
it's okay to simp, you know, like I encourage you to simp and things like that. You shouldn't be ashamed. Women deserve to be worshipped. That's what she said.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, bro, no one deserves to be worshipped.
Nah. No one. It's like, what makes you better than me?
Do men deserve to be worshipped? No, because nah. Stop. You made your point right there. You know? It's like, have you seen the video? It's like, do you believe a woman can do anything a man can do? Yeah. Do you believe a man can do anything a woman can do? No. So it's like, there you go.
Well, I mean-
See,
Yeah.
oh, were you gonna try to argue for it?
I was just saying a man can't give birth.
Yeah.
But that was just...
A woman can't bust a nut, so.
Yes. We're
But they
different
can
but
orgasm
equal.
Exactly.
like 5 times in a row.
Yeah, too bad we don't let you though. Ha!
Oh.
Because we don't know shit about sex. Yeah!
Wow.
I have the
Yeah, you
opposite
said it all
problem.
there yourself.
But it's like, exactly, we're just different. We shouldn't pretend like we're the same.
I'm different. Yeah, I'm different.
Y soy rebelde.
That was the prime in this cultural, the Mexican culture.
It sounds like you said a sentence like backwards.
I probably did, but I'm saying like that shaped Mexican culture.
It did. A
For teen
lot.
girls.
A lot. Like they'd go to swap meets and you'd find a little costume, a little uniform.
I would
like,
go-
Mommy, I got on this.
The rocaleta candy.
The rocaleta
That had
candy,
the
yeah.
stickers.
Yeah.
Oh, I would collect that shit. You know I did. I had the doll because I thought I was the girl
Which
with red
one?
hair.
Oh,
Roberta,
Roberta.
duh.
She was a bitch at first. I didn't.
I mean, that Mia was one, but.
Dude, I started watching it when I was like 18. Because I always.
I haven't even watched it since I was like 10.
Because I was kind of like, damn, I've heard this show is good and it looks very like appealing, you know, it looks very aesthetically pleasing. And I was like, you know, I'll start watching it, and I got into it. But then I was like 50 episodes in, and there's like 300 more, and it's like, and they're not even getting to the point. They're not even a group yet.
It's just an anime pretty much.
No, it's worse.
It's just a
Like,
thought in the
they're-
producer's head. So it's like,
It's a thought.
it's not even a show
They're
yet.
gonna write it down. They're like, what happened to that?
Yeah. Yeah, true.
It's entertaining, but then after a while, it's like, because the whole point is that they're a group, right? RBD,
Yeah.
RBD, right? And then it's like,
Salame.
yeah. And then it's like, I'm on episode 50, and they're not even a group yet. They still go to the same school. They're like, they're fighting with each other and stuff. And I'm like,
Dang, yeah.
bro, it's like, I was like, I gave up, you know, after a while. It lost the appeal.
Hmm.
And then, but like, for the fucking episode with Hillary Duff,
Oh, wait,
right? Or was it Hillary
I
Duff?
think so, yeah. Hilary. Yeah, because they were like, Hilary.
Hillary, eres todo, what is it? Eres toda madre.
It is lo más. No.
Eres lo máximo. No, because she's like, Hillary.
I have to watch it. Please watch.
Eres la mera verga.
Yeah, I think these are the same words.
They said some shit like that because it was sort of like Mean Girls, and she just came up with random words that were now cool.
Oh,
Like,
yeah. Like that.
It's fetch it, or what is it? It's like
Fetch
fetch,
it.
fetch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It is suave or cool or something like
Suave,
that. That's
yeah.
like grandparents talk, right? So suave.
Qué padre.
Qué chida. Oh. Rosa igual, no tengo.
Eres tan wow. Cool. Eres cool.
Oh. either. No, yeah.
Wait.
Oh my god.
And there was like a conspiracy, like back in the day when it was like still being made, there was like a conspiracy. Well, there's a song they made, you play it backwards, it says Diablo Llévame or some shit. There was like it was a whole show. Like.
They don't even write their own things though. So if anything, it's the producers that are like devil worshippers. They don't write shit.
True. Well. But yeah. That shaped me. That and the brats and...
That makes sense.
And the recession, too.
The recession.
Yeah.
For real.
What else shaped you? I want to see how much sense
TikTok.
this
I'm just kidding. That's all you need to know.
makes. What else?
No. No, speaking of TikTok, I saw this video and it's like seeing my childhood trauma and it's like quick pictures of things and it's like, dude, we all had the same childhood.
Yeah, we're pretty much all living the same life.
It's like the cans, the like pharmacy, the wick, and like, I don't know, it's like, what?
No, I see him. It's like it's playing Hey Ya by Outkast, and it's like Kid Cuisine, and it's like, oh, my school partner's a monkey, my gym partner's a monkey. Then there's like it's just like things like
the
that.
monkey shirts, like
the Chef Boyardee, like the can rolling.
Yeah.
My baby don't mess around.
I saw that video, but it was like My Sweet Escape by Gwen Stefani that was playing. And there's, you know, that Doge meme, the dog?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was like, what happened? I used to be happy. What happened?
I used to be so happy. Or it shows like, it's playing Forever Young. Forever Young. Then it's like Club Penguin, AOL. Then it's like, like Big Time Road, or like Naked Brothers Band.
Oh, that shit was good.
Right, and it's just like things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Now that shit's all gone, you know, like Alex Wolff is an actor now, and Club Penguin is cancelled. And Kid Cuisine is Lunchables now, and fucking skateboards or hoverboards now. It's just different times.
Whole different time. Yeah. What shaped you? That shaped all
Oh man, where do I start?
Residential,
Yeah.
eating squirrels.
Fucking shooting
Chickens.
shooting animals, like when I was young, getting whooped by my dad. Fucking also Codename Kids Next Door. It's a great combination. I just hella shit, bro. Dude, I could go on about all the things, you know. But there's just so much little things in our culture. For example, like Beyblades, Boobaloo, you know, like the gum that has the cat on it, and it's like you bite it, and like it's like it has a filling inside.
Oh yeah, like bubble gum, but it's not like it's a square,
It's
right?
Yeah, no, it's a little circle. It's a circle, and then it has like filling on the inside. It's called like Boobaloo.
Yeah, I've seen it.
And they're like, you know la cucaracha.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still see them around sometimes.
Is it the yellow truck?
No, it's the white one.
But there's a yellow truck too, and that lady.
Yeah, I know that
fiaba, like that means that you would take food and like she would write your name down, like you'd owe her.
No, I don't know about that. I
I
just know la
She
cucaracha.
like comes around downtown, pretty much, I think.
She sells like fruta.
Yeah. And then like the cucaracha was like white and blue back in my day.
I remember back then, like when I used to live in like apartments, like growing up, there was like this rumor that the people that had la cucaracha, or anyone that would come around like paleteros but in vans, would like trying to touch kids and stuff. And I was like, oh shit, now I don't want to go out there. It was like a whole like thing. Cause they'd be like, oh, Swanson. Cause like it was like inside, and the little kids would be like, oh, I want this, like inside the van. That was wild time.
He still looks the same. After like 20 years, he looks the same. What's the secret? Probably the corn and shit.
True. Preservatives.
But it'd be like la cucaracha. But then it would be like the white people. It'd be like the white person in the ice cream shop. It's like, I guess we'll settle.
Ooh.
Give me a Sonic popsicle.
Give me the Sonic one.
Give me one of those blonde bitches. That one video.
The bomb.
Well, it was Paris Hilton, and she was ordering. She's like, give me another one of these blonde bitches. And they're, I don't know, the Powerpuff Girls, I think. One of the blonde one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bubbles.
There was like the super long one though, that had like the ball at the end.
The bubblegum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True. Wow. Those were the days, man.
Fucking. Dude. I remember I used to get so excited for like crossover episodes, like the Jimmy Timmy Power Hour.
Mm-hmm.
It was like this Friday, the grand premiere. It was like, bro, we'd watch it. It was like Jimmy Neutron and Timmy Turner.
Oh, that was, yeah.
And like crossover. It was like, oh, bro.
Okay, Okay, but Hannah Montana and Zach and Cody.
Yeah.
That crossover.
I didn't watch that kind of stuff.
You didn't watch
I
Zach
didn't.
and Cody, The Sweet Life?
Not because I wanted to. I mean, I would watch it, but because I was forced to.
Wow.
And it's like, the live action ones, I didn't watch a whole lot. I did watch like Drake and Josh and like.
The Amanda Show?
No.
That's like going way back. Man.
Yeah,
That's like the 90s.
That's before I was born.
That was like my sister's generation. She would watch that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I remember they'd still play it though when we were kids, like at night.
Yeah, at night.
do the reruns.
At 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
Or some
They
shit.
play like the nanny, or like we all woke up at 3 a.m. It's like George Lopez. It's like it's like it's 3 a.m. in the early 2000s. Like you wake up in a pool of cold sweat.
Yeah.
The blankets are hella hot. The room is dark, and you see one dimming light, and you see this. It's like George Lopez like jumping in the air.
Dang, that's true.
It was a great show.
It was pretty good.
It was a great show.
I said it was a great show.
Yeah, it was. It really was. That shaped me too. See, everything, I think.
Yeah, we just all had the same childhood. right?
Yeah.
We had the
pretty
same
much.
childhood. Oh man, it's just and it's like I don't know.
Exactly. I feel you.
We're like tech decks.
We're like adults. That's crazy.
Yeah.
To think
Stop.
that.
It doesn't, like, 20 doesn't feel like I thought it would be. I thought I would have, like,
The Roaring 20.
I mean, like,
I thought
big
I'd
20
be
years old.
Gatsby by now, but I am Gatsby.
Nah, you're not Gatsby. You're more like Tom Riddle.
Okay. Let a girl dream.
What's the name? Tom Buchanan,
Oh,
I
right?
don't remember.
Buchanan was the last name.
Bucanas. Tom Bucanas. Oh, Daisy. Is that you and Tom? See you, fool. What's up?
Come through.
Come through, fool. Slide through. I got the Bucanas. My dad invented it. I didn't like The Great Gatsby. I didn't think it was that great.
didn't pay
I liked
attention.
it.
You know what book I didn't like was Their Eyes Were Watching God.
I didn't like that book. I thought it was boring.
Did you like it?
Wait, their eyes are watching God.
It was like the black girl and she had like a bunch of different husbands.
She hosts around.
Yeah.
Doesn't she have like one young husband though?
Yeah,
Like
I
her
think
husband
TK
dies
at the
and he
end.
beats her, but it's
No,
okay.
TK does. It's good to her, right?
No, he hit her.
Yeah, he hits her.
And
They
Brenner
break up.
people.
They break up and then like at the end of the book they like get back together or something. I think.
Doesn't
There's like
he
a
die?
blood.
I think TK dies.
Yeah, he dies. She comes back and the ladies like are like looking at her. She comes because remember she starts off. She comes in all like dirty and like,
Oh.
and then that's when it ends when she comes back to her house and like without TK. Because he died in that little river thing with their dog. I don't know, man. That was a good. I think it was. It was a good.
I didn't like it. It was boring. It didn't get me.
It was boring, but like at the end, I was like, oh shit.
Oh shoot, it's coming together.
Yeah, I'm like, oh damn.
Maybe if I paid attention to it, but like
I didn't.
in the while we were reading, I was like, she's just like hoeing around.
Right?
She has like
She's living hot girl summer. Let
No,
let her fucking have her time.
No, at first she like gets into like an arranged marriage, and then she
Yeah.
like likes the guy named Joe for like his money or something.
No, she likes him because he's like charismatic and he has like power and shit, but he just treats her like shit.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, and then she gets with TK, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang.
I don't remember him dying though.
He
Remember we
dies.
had to make the shirts with a quote?
I didn't do
I think
that.
so.
It sounds familiar. I don't think we did that though.
Oh, I think only Miss the lady did it. Miss Baldwin?
Baldwin?
I don't know her name. Oh. No, yeah. She did it. Okay, is your mom home?
Maybe, I don't know.
What time is it?
It's like the time we gotta watch.
Is it still going?
I like the one. Have you seen the ones like plucking your insecurities? Like she's like plucking your insecurities away. I've seen some
Aw,
from-
that seems
Right?
awesome.
Right? I don't watch those though.
Flat ass.
No tits.
I wasn't gonna say that one, but okay.
What?
No, but yeah, those are good.
Or-
The animal ones that are eating. Dude, there's some that have like whole ass like big crab legs. Oh shit, an
Oh, like the
octopus.
mukbang ones, or
Yeah.
Oh, the Korean motherfuckers.
Yeah, with
that
it.
eat- They like
they
they
slurp that
dicks.
shit,
I've seen
man.
they
Yeah.
like dick-looking things. They're just
Yeah.
like they just bite that shit off. It's like, or look, the memes like
That's
girls
hard.
when they give their first blowjob. It's like,
Ah! I'm
Ooh.
scared.
you should be
Dang, I have to
scared.
go to Lowe's later
For what?
to get some plants from them. Dang, Dang, they're wrestling up there. Yeah, and then I'm gonna go to Petco. What are you guys gonna do today? Be productive?
Just like edit some videos.
Yeah, we got more stuff on there. Dude, are you even subscribed to our channel?
Yes. I just don't go on it. I get the notification. I'm like, I'm just kidding.
We're part of it now.
I guess now I have.
What?
Yo,
What?
¿puedo pasar?
No, but fine. What?
Hola, ¿cómo está?
Bien, ¿y usted?
Bien, bien.
Bien.
Ah.
¿Qué pasó?
Estamos filmando.
¿Oh, sí? Ok, vaya. El cuarto está limpio.
Ah.
Sorpresa.
Sí, vengan a filmar más seguido. Todos los días, por favor.
Ok.
Ok, pues, bye.
Bye.
Estos calzones cagados.
Cagados.
She did it. I love it.
I remember when we were young, my mom would be like,
I know, she was so sweet. She just wanted, I don't know, an arranged marriage.
grandkids. You wanted grandkids.
Yeah.
But mom, I'm in 7th grade.
I know, dude, but yeah, parents are like that. It's weird. My parents do that too sometimes. I'm like, There's this guy my dad's friends with at the gas station we always go to, and he's always telling me about his son that's in the army, and I'm like, I don't want to marry your son. I don't know who he is. Like, but it is what it
On the
is.
first date, it's like, gets on one knee.
No,
If
there's
he's an army kid.
He's an
yeah.
army
There was
kid,
a
yeah.
TikTok of this Indian guy from my gas station, like, doing that to a girl.
Oh,
At
I
the
saw
gas
that.
station, she's like,
And what she said, she's like, get the fuck
Yeah.
out. She's like, get out. He's like, get out. You're
she's like, I'm never
get
coming
out.
to gas stations ever again.
Really?
Yeah, he's straight.
Indians be
those.
wild.
Indians are wild, bro.
Hey, I'll prove to you, they're the best on.
That what?
On TikTok?
No, they're like,
I doubt
they're
that.
the only ones that said, like, the direct messages, like,
They
they go all out.
Yeah, but do you see what they say? It's like, hey
Yeah.
bitch, send bobs.
Yeah.
I love
Some,
you.
there's like a
Send it to
variety. There's like a spectrum of them. So there's like
A
that.
spectrum.
No, but there are some that just send
There's
send
some that-
bobs, and there are the ones that are like, you are
Yes.
so beautiful. But
Yes.
like, it's my queen, you are so
My
beautiful.
queen, you're so beautiful. Come
Come
to
to marry.
India.
Yeah.
marry
No, it's
me.
fucking Brazilians are always come to Brazil. Fucking no matter any post you look at by a celebrity, you always see the Brazilian. Come to Brazil.
If this isn't like
Oh my.
true love.
Hello.
Is that to you?
Yes.
Holy shit!
I'm check your all pictures. I impressed you're looking. Let me see.
Okay.
You are amazing, body shaper, and beautiful smile sometimes.
He just that's my
Come on.
superpower. Body shaper.
Please. Did you reply?
I'm your
No.
wait.
I haven't replied to any of these. These are on my spam.
I'm your all pictures cheek. You're looking amazing. I'm Yoi, big fan. Hello,
Oh
Jello,
my god.
and the best one, Miss Oxford.
Yo!
What the
I'll
fuck?
see that.
What's Miss Oxford?
That's fucking hilarious.
That was a compliment. That bitch is probably pretty. Let's look her up. Who's Miss Oxford?
He was shooting a shot.
Yeah.
At what?
You really?
Not at you. He hit everything but you.
Yeah. And then I mean we got from Russia.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, that's one of my. I worked.
Hey, how are you? Brenda.
I worked with that lady at
My
TJ
name
Maxx.
is Abbas. Barbara is my aunt.
I just
This
have her.
this nigga's name is Rap God.
Is it really?
Abbas Khanjabal.
Rap God, stop.
Some of them
Yeah, these are fun to read.
are they? Until they're knocking on your door. Say, hello, beautiful, it's me. Send Bob's, Miss Oxford.
It'd be like that.
Bro, guys don't have that. We just have depression.
You don't have girls getting at you?
Back in the box.
Just trying to get at this though.
Dang, watch out.
Literally, yeah. But it's like, I guess you are the first guest, so I guess you should feel confident.
Yeah.
Fucking.
I am the first guest. Wow. Well, I'm honored
Aw, thank
and
you.
flattered.
Thank you for coming.
Thanks for. Nah, I invited myself, I think, but
Okay.
it's
that's
still fair enough. No, but yeah, it's cool. It's a cool thing y'all got going on.
Yeah, bro.
Pretty ghetto, but we'll get there.
Hey,
This is our style, bro. This is the Slumdog
Yeah.
style, right?
it's
bro?
the
This is
aesthetic.
gorilla style,
Guerrilla
bro.
filmmaking, man.
Good.
Alright.
You gotta take a picture of this, and then like when you do have your studio, be like,
Yeah, just to come up.
like you guys remember this?
Just make it exactly like
Remember
this.
It's the same thing.
It's like shot for shot.
True.
Well, we were like those, like, what are those fucking Red and Lynx?
Red and Link?
Yeah.
Good Mythical Morning.
Good Mythical Morning.
Oh my gosh, you guys remember Smosh? I just cut you off.
Smosh.
That was a weird memory.
No,
Yeah.
it's fine, but yes, I do, unfortunately.
Continue. Sorry.
No, not what I was saying. I was talking about. I heard that they said some shit, but I don't know. I don't watch that.
I don't watch it. No, I don't know. I don't think it's a
anyone
thing.
watches it.
I
Yeah.
think so, no. What is the...
It's not
what's
even
the
them anymore. I
They
don't
have
think
a
so.
podcast.
One of them left, and then like there's like a bunch of other cast
Yeah,
members.
it's not even like them.
So, don't they have a podcast like Bread Biscuits?
Red Link?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ear Biscuits.
That's what I said.
It's
yeah.
a great podcast.
Is it?
Yeah, man, they like talk about like, cause like they're from the South, so like they're super religious, but like they talked about how like they left the faith, and they talk about like their third best friend who like passed away from like a terminal illness and stuff. Yeah, pretty deep.
Mob Deep.
How long is this supposed to go? This episode?
We're just
I
chilling,
think
bro.
we can wrap it up.
Right now?
Yeah.
Well, any plugs you want to put in?
No.
The
Your
Jehovah's
secret?
Witnesses?
Don't put that in there.
Okay.
That would be like
JW, right?
plug that in on the
Plug that in.
description.
Alright.
No, but yeah.
She tried to convert me for like years.
Yeah, I'm still, even though.
See what I have to do?
No, I'm kidding. I just, cause you're fun to argue with. I feel like I'll tell him things, just to like get a reaction, and I'm like, that's okay, cool.
She plays games, bro. She plays games.
Maybe
I
I'm the
always play games.
sociopath. No, but no, it's fun. Like it's just like.
That's there, you know. That might be, but I don't know. I
Just
don't
preaching
know.
the good word, man.
Yeah,
Preaching a good word.
you know.
Stop knocking on my door. No.
Well, they're actually not knocking right now because of the COVID, so
Supposedly.
they're sending letters. Watch out.
Wait, are the Jehovah's Witnesses like the people who like leave the pamphlets and stuff?
Yes.
That's all of
Why
them.
did God send
Yeah,
this
yeah,
out?
yeah.
Por qué?
Awake. What's it called? Awake.
Oh wait, yeah,
Yeah.
Watchtower and stuff.
Watchtower.
Yeah.
Some of those, like, I read them, and some of them have good stuff, but then other things say, like, dumb stuff. Like, why,
I'm
like...
offended right now.
Okay, I'm not trying to offend you.
No, I'm just.
But I just mean it's like, why pornography is a sin kind of stuff. And it's like, bro, like, maybe it's not super right, but it's like... No,
I'm
but,
I'm gonna do me.
but it's a slippery slope, because then it's like, are your kids on TikTok? You know, like... it
No,
becomes
that's
that. It's like...
un hijo o un muchacho se murió, and they're like, hija.
The fidget spinner.
Dude, the fidget spinner, true. No,
Because it's like, right, because it's like or it's like the fucking the Trinity or whatever the fuck.
dang.
No, I was gonna say though, I heard this one joke that's like, you know for a fact they're gonna make a, what's it called? It's like, fuck, what's the show called? The Mexican show, the
La Rosa de
Guadalupe?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna make a Rosa de Guadalupe about COVID. It's like,
Dude, I can't wait
it's
for
like,
that episode.
Mommy is like, I'm gonna go to this party. No, don't go to the party. There's a virus right now. And she's gonna get infected and stuff. And it's like, the wind is gonna be on her face.
Watch out the mask.
Mommy, I'm sorry. I didn't listen to you.
The rose.
Ma'am, it's incredible. She recovered miraculously.
Oh my god.
Those things are so dramatic.
For real.
What's the craziest one?
There was this. They made me feel guilty afterwards for
That's
some
the
reason.
point.
Like, there was this one where this girl was like really mean to her mom, and like her mom was like a clown. Like she did, you know, and then she died. And like,
Fuck.
in like their last conversation, she was being mean to her mom, and then she needed like a surgery, and I guess her mom gave her like one of those cheesy ones.
It was like,
She's like, ¿Quién te dio el ojo? The mom's like missing an eye.
where's my mom? Who do you think gave it to me?
Oh
Yeah,
my
something
God.
like that. I was like, oh shit.
Or
It's sad.
the weed one was like, they hold up a joint to her and she's like, give me it, I need it. And she's like tweaking out and stuff. She's like, I need it, give it to me.
Have they done one about the vapes yet? Or about the
I think
pens?
so.
Looks.
Mommy, I don't feel good. And, you know, it's like, whatever the fuck. Or, Mika! Or the one about the phone.
No, the one about the narco that my dad, or I'm dating a narco one.
Oh, I've seen that, I think.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's just weird. There was this one where this guy's like 17, he's not like old enough, but his neighbor's like really hot.
Yeah,
like a cougar, and they fuck. I'm like, what the fuck? This isn't right.
Or there's this one where like this kid, I think it's like a babysitter or like a nanny or some shit like that, and she's like taking a shower, and then like he looks in through the window, and he's like, he gets like some camera. And then and this is so cheesy because she's showering all fake like.
She's like, I know.
Like just like she's happy to be showering.
Like,
Instead of like how we actually shower, just like with our stomach out. We're just like thanking, like we're arguing with the shampoo bottles.
We're like singing, making a show.
True. We'll carry on. No, pretend like the water's rain. And then it's like, it's just dumb, bro. Oh, dude, did you see the one about the dude that was like simping?
No.
Wait,
it's
like
like
bought her the gold chain or something?
No, it was like oh, not that one. That was sad too though. But it's like this guy's talking to this girl online. My camera's broken, kind of thing, right? And they're like talking. She's like, I'm not doing good right now. What's wrong? I have to pay $50,000 to this one thing, and like $25,000, and I don't have the money. Then it's like my dad just got a new credit card with that amount of money on it. She's like, you're gonna pay it back, right? He's like, of course I'm gonna pay it back. Then like he gives her the information. He's like completely just simping for her, and then she like doesn't respond after that.
I saw one where this girl's like a cam girl, but not really. Like she just talks. She just has fans, and she gives her location, and this guy just gives her like a narco, gives her like a lot of stuff, like a little buggy car, and like her mom's like, hija, ese no te conviene, and like she just like, mama, no te ame, and she goes with him, and he is a narco, and he kidnapped her, but the mom had tabs on him, and they found him.
Or what's the one about like the old guy that's like, hey, do you want a phone? The younger girl.
I do.
remember
Who's selling those now?
Ah?
That one dude, those videos where they're like, ay, si no, cuidado porque. Can I say it in Spanish? Or?
What?
They're like, cuidado porque allá un viejito me dijo que si le daba un beso, me daba un Starbucks. Ay, no, allá se fue.
Oh, yeah.
But allá se fue.
Or the one that's like, fool, there's some dude out there saying like he'll give you Modelo's if you suck his dick. Watch out, he's like over there.
Yeah, that's funny.
Is that, you think that's a wrap?
I think
That's
so.
a wrap.
All
I
right.
have to go to Lowe's.
Anything you want to plug in? Lowe's?
No, I don't know.
DW,
Just
TikTok?
keep it going. I'm watching. I'm a fan. I'm a subscriber.
Oh yeah, thank you.
All right. Thank you for being here. Fuck the
Thank you
Chinese
for having
government.
Having me.
Middle school was cool.
Yeah, middle school and
Middle
high
school was
school. I'm definitely going to the reunion if you have one.
I'm definitely going to middle school again.
Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Through
All right.
Zoom.
I think that's a wrap.
Alright,
Okay.
thank you.